The Tarnished Edition DLC just dropped for Elden Ring. With it came a handful of weapons, two of them being pretty cool, unique weapons. The other weapons are more like weapon types that were in the DLC that now you don't have to go into the DLC to find. Along with a couple of new armor sets and a bunch of new armor sets for Torrent, changing up his look. I'm going to section those into specific parts, but first of all, let's start off with Leontiel's weapon and armor. I don't have actual footage of me getting it, but if you go to the Radon boss room, go to around this area, an NPC will invade you, kill it, and you end up getting a pretty cool weapon. It's essentially the Hollow Slayer Greatsword from Dark Souls 3 with a brand new really cool Ash of War that I actually really like. It's got a ton of iframes, does pretty decent damage if you're able to hit people, even though the right trigger attacks are very hard to hit people. Overall, the weapon is cool. It's one of the two unique weapons that you do get, and definitely my favorite of the two. The second unique weapon is also an interesting one, because I will say if you have burned the Erd Tree down and made the capital of Lendel into ash, you basically cannot get the weapon. You have to move on to New Game Plus or do it on another character where you maybe haven't done that yet. You're going to want to go to the Radagon statue. You maybe know this statue as the one where you have to use Law of Regression to find out the whole Marika is Radagon. When you do that, an NPC will invade you. You kill it and you get this cool armor set. None of my characters on PC, by the way, were pre-Ash Capital, but somebody was nice enough to give me the armor, so here's how it looks along with the weapon. Again, the weapon itself, very unique, but its R1 attacks are just kind of normal flail attacks. What's unique is its Ash of War. With its base level, it has a regular AoE attack, but it has a unique thing that once you get hit a couple of times, that AoE attack becomes huge. Will it be useful in PvP? Probably not. I can't imagine wanting to get hit 4 times or how many ever hits it takes to get to that level for an attack where, again, I'm just going to be standing there. It takes like 3 seconds to cast and probably is going to do around 600 damage. It'll be fun to try to hit, but honestly, I really don't see it hitting too much. The next weapons, I'll just go ahead and show you exactly how to get to them and where to get to them from.
Unusual to this.
Now we got the Torrent armors. The armors are honestly really cute, all of them really cool. I will say it's nothing too crazy, but for $5, it's not bad. I do a lot of PvP still, so it's cool to have some new weapons to use in PvP and invasions and try out and make a few videos on them. It's not, again, it's not super necessary. It's not something you need to have. If you really just want the weapons as well and you have some friends that are going to get the weapons, tell them to back save it, let them drop you the weapons, and then reverse their save. You know, pretty simple, pretty easy. I'll be trying out the Tarnished edition on the Nintendo Switch soon and seeing how the brand new starting classes are, because some of these weapons do come from the starting classes, both of those being the Idus and the big ol' Scimitar. Anyways, just a quick video showing you where to grab these weapons and a little bit of their moveset. Have you gotten a chance to do some PvP or any PvE with the new weapons so far? Let me know what you think, especially with the price tag of $5. I've been seeing mixed reactions. Some people, you know, being really annoyed that this should be a free update. The way I see it is, you know, sure, of course, it sucks that after 4 years they bring out a little DLC you have to pay for, but it's a minimal amount of money for a company that I like their games from, who I'm happy to support. At least that's the way I see it. Again, luckily it's things that are absolutely unnecessary, especially if you just want the weapons. People could drop them for you, which is cool. It's always worked like that in these Souls games. But here's the final Torrent in all of his glory. Expect some invasion videos soon with these weapons.